Mic check. Mic check. Alright, good. We're good. Alrighty, so what happened for some reason is the microphone that I normally use, my Blue Snowball, uh, it's crashed for some reason. It's no longer working. So my voice isn't coming in. Anyways, back to what I was saying earlier, or what I thought I was saying to you guys. Uh, Sorry for the late delay. Also, hello guys, it's me, J-Man. You already know that, because you read the channel name. But I like doing that intro, because I'm a bit OCD. But anyways, three things happened. A, I forgot that I had the stream ready for my birthday. B, me and my family went out to Cece's for dinner. So I didn't have enough time to stream and get to dinner in the same time. And C, I had to restart my computer. And also, mini D, like the letter D, I had to swap microphones because my desk mic broke. Ooh. Yeah, so, either this mic just completely croaked because of one of the times I accidentally dropped it, or it just straight up crashed. Either way, I'm not gonna be able to use this desk mic again. And plus, the legs aren't even on it anymore since they broke off, so it's not really a good mic to use anyway, so yeah. Gonna have to unplug it. Hopefully with this headphone mic, I don't need to be in a certain position in order for you guys to hear me. Also, I'm sorry if I sound a bit staticky or not as good, because I'm using my headphone mic and it's not as high quality per se. So yeah, it's probably a bit shitty, and I'm sorry about that. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be right back. I will see you here in a bit. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry it took me a bit. Also, there's an interesting mic volume limit when it's at this level. It's not going any higher than that. Just, no higher, no higher. Uh, uh, oh, 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 oh. Alright, that's good. I want to keep it in the green range. For right now, at least. Also, I'm wanting to test something. This thing. Can I, hear this? The alert box? Yes, I can. Alright. Hold up, I wonder. Oh, the chat box has its own thing. Okay. Although for some reason I'm not seeing it in my audio monitor list, in my mixer list. Oh, I think the reason why is cause I'm not sure. Yeah. Anyways, I would accept the Star Trek Fleet Command sponsorship, but that was until I found out that I had to stream Star Trek Fleet Command itself in order for me to earn something. $20 base pay, up to $12 conversion. Oh, $12 with conversion rates. I just got it. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about my sponsorship opportunities. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is about having fun and enjoying life. Yeah. Also, I just want to let you all know, if you haven't seen this channel before, I'm not one of those politic talking channels. So, yeah. I don't get into politics here. So, yeah. If you got any political view, just shove it straight down your throat. Because that's not what we do here. Alright? That is not what we do here. Do you understand me? Good. Now, alrighty. Timestamps on, reactions on. If you send anything like a super chat or you're following, I will hear it, but I might not respond immediately. And I won't know who it is because I can't hear it in the background, so, yeah. Anyways. Ooh, I got a good idea. So, you've probably seen me stream Storm Chasers on here every now and again. It's been a bit since I streamed it last, actually. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Now, so just give me a second. Also, ignore that. That's just my alarm going off, so just ignore that alarm. I actually don't know if you heard it. If you did hear it, just ignore the alarm. If you didn't hear it, then just ignore what I told you to ignore. Since there's nothing for you to ignore anyways. But, excuse me. Yeah. Just had like a big cup of soda. So yeah, I had a lot. Ugh. Oh. Oh my gosh. That is disgusting. I love it. I love it. Um anyways, if you know, recently I did my first Steam patch note reading. That was pretty fun. I'm gonna go ahead and do something else, or somewhat else. This DEF CON. I will be streaming that sometime, but not streaming it, but I will be showing you a video of it. Anyways, you're probably wondering how I got this, pre-order thing. I didn't actually pre-order the game. I got it completely free. You want to know how I got it for free? Um, down here, I'm actually not sure I'm actually not sure which one of these, community posts or dub posts it is. But, yeah. With this game, if you get the Reloaded edition of Dying Light 2, the Reloaded edition of Dying Light 2, aka the Ultimate Edition, you get Dying Light the Beast for free. And I got Dying Light 2 Ultimate Edition a very long time ago. More accurately, right around the time where in Dying Light 2, the things that used to call in chases, like the chases of the zombies where you're being hunted down, almost dying, uh, that is, um, mm, hmm. Wow, I am in Discord right now. There's a lot of sent notifications. There's a lot of them. Yeah. I have all, like, the notification sounds turned off. TH3RP archives. Inactive? Why is it inactive? Is it just not being played frequently? You know what? I won't get into that. I'm gonna call one of my friends here in a bit. Or actually, no, I'm gonna call him now. What's going on? I'm not hearing a damn thing in Discord. Why aren't I hearing a thing? What? Seriously. My Discord audio is straight trash. I couldn't hear a single ring thing. Couldn't hear the ringing at all. What? It's not my headphones, thank goodness. Just worried for a second. I was like, what? Excuse me, huh? Anyways, thank goodness that's not what it was. Alrighty. Here's Storm Chasers. I'm gonna... I'm gonna put it here and... Oh, wait, nope. That's not what I meant to do. Alrighty, so for the first game we're going to be playing is Storm Chasers, which you just on the front. Now, I'm gonna swap the screen capture real quick, just give me a second. Hold up, give me a second, I'm swapping it. Let's try that, see if that fixes it. There it is, alright. Alright. Thing you just saw, I created like a new, streaming thing. I have it set to two things. Live, meaning games I have active on my main computer, and live NVIDIA GeForce Now. If you already know, NVIDIA GeForce Now, if you don't already know, NVIDIA GeForce Now is this, game cloud streaming service that streams games that you own on their computers if the current device you have doesn't have good enough components and you're not in the best financial situation in order to get better components. NVIDIA GeForce Now is the best way to do that without spending thousands of dollars on components. Although it is a subscription service, there is a free, a free part to it. Let's just call it a freemium. Let's call it a freemium. And the free version is actually not that bad. You do get caked with tons of ads, and you have to wait in a long queue before you actually get to play the game you want to play. Which, those are the downsides to GeForce Now, in my opinion. But they're constantly updating the way their service works, so eventually they might change it. But that's just how it is for right now. Anyways, let's get on with this. Uh, what teammates? It's just me and a. It's just me versus a player tornado. There's no teammates. What are you talking about? Also, I got this amazing soundtrack that's perfect for this game. You'll see. You'll see. And also, a bit of a spoiler, I extended it longer than the actual song in Audacity. It was pretty easy. I just fit the beginning, a bit of the beginning, or a bit of the beginning where the song actually starts, and seamlessly mashed it with the end. At this. Ooh, this is going a little too fast. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Easy, easy. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, dang it. This is a hard mini game. Ooh, almost smashed this thing in the side. I almost did it again at the bottom this time. That time I actually did it, and it wasn't even intentional. uh, I forgot to turn on the speakers. There it is. They're on now. Uh, just to check to see if they're actually working. Whoa, this is weird. Straight mashed my streaming thing into like a tiny square. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a smart idea. Yeah, that's not gonna be a smart idea. I'm just gonna check to. I'm just gonna make it full screen like this. Uh, I'm gonna like call one of my friends here on Steam and see how to see if he picks up or the audio thing. All right, the speakers works. God, dang it. All right, so the audio works. It's just really buggy. Well, not buggy. It's just, oh, whatever. Anyways, none of my friends have this game. Why do none of them have it? Seriously. Also, nobody is playing Feel the Power anymore. The only people that are playing it are like YouTubers nowadays. Like, seriously, the only actual people that I've seen playing Feel the Power are like the type of people doing it like you're the tornado versus in an empty world where you could like let out your anger on an entirely fictional world, which I understand because sometimes I just do that to for people for myself to see the destruction of tornadoes firsthand as I'm the tornado. Also, 0.9.3 is out. That's not very impressive, like the 0.3 bit. What is impressive is the 0.9 bit, because it's the dev or devs of this game kept on saying that 0.9 was going to be coming out eventually, and that they were working hard on it. They finally have it come out with it, and it is way better than previously. Also, yeah. Online players, online game 0. So, I think this is technically called a dead game, considering there's literally no players. Well, where I am is currently, it's nighttime right now, the sun's down, so, yeah. But, yeah. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna check and to see my page rate. I will be right back, and as soon as I check, if it's not ready, I'm gonna pop in here and start playing. So just give me a second, be patient, I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Cake's not ready, so time for this. Since there's literally nobody playing Field of Power or Open World, aka players versus AI tornadoes, I'm just gonna go into free roaming. I'm gonna start off with Field of Power so you can see the destruction of each category of tornadoes. I'm gonna start off with category 1, then 2, I'm gonna start off with EF0, then EF1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Yeah. And spoiler alert, the EF5 is catastrophic. I'm gonna save the EF5 for Wakota, so you can understand the destruction. I'm just gonna take each tornado over the towns and go over each one so you can see the damage. And we are in right now. We are in Byron, I can tell. I remember each layout of the streets. Core 1 is the one where it's like an elbow shape, like a curve shape, the main road, or it goes into a curve. When going from Wakota and driving down the road southward, you could just drive. There's a curve in the road. Go around the curve. There are some houses. And you end up here in Byron. Hold up. Where am I going? Where am I going? Alright, that's still Byron. Also, the speed of your cloud changes depending on whether the tornado is on the ground and what the category of the tornado is. Also, interesting thing is, I'm not like a giant supercell moving. I'm just a standalone mesocyclone. The mesocyclone is the thing that produces the tornado that ends up dropping on the ground most of the time. And here is Core 1. We're gonna start here because it's smaller, relatively smaller compared to the rest of the ones. As you can see on the right hand side, you see these buttons over here. These are to change the category of it. Right mouse button to decrease it, left mouse button to increase it. Since I haven't done anything yet, it's at the bottom most category, EF0. And I'm going to show you the damage it does. Now, just to let you know, I'm not a meteorologist, I'm not an expert in weather or tornadoes. This is just to show you the destruction that a tornado can do. I'm not sure if this is accurate to real life, but I know some of them are. I'm actually gonna go a bit into this, so that way it doesn't it up. They... Yeah. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go real quick. I will see you here in a bit. I'm just doing this so that way you can see how long it takes for each category to form on itself instead of from, EF0 to 1 to 2 to 3 and so on. So that was EF0 damage, just light items like bikes, trash cans, letters, not yet cars, because they're too heavy. And someone is knocking on my door. Give me a second. Yeah. Also, I pulled the skip card when it was doing the happy birthday song. I just pulled a skip. Like, skip, skip, no, skip, skip, skip. Yeah. I have yet to see anyone else aside me pull a skip on the birthday song. If any of you at home decide to pull that, let me know how it goes. Anyways, time for EF1 damage. This is a little bit more, sorry about that. I forgot have to knock my mic back down where you can hear me. I think it's good that you didn't, because I started choking a bit. Anyways, now it's time for the EF2. Like before, I'm gonna spawn it a bit further away, since each of these tornadoes get bigger and bigger, meaning they cover more area with their sphere of destruction. So yeah, further away the bigger they get. That's what I'm gonna do. Also, something the devs of this game sometimes doesn't really that. The width of a tornado isn't what determines its rate. It's the speed of the winds around it. I did not plan that percentage. That was not planned. I did not mean for that to happen. That just happened. Alrighty. I'm gonna do a house a bit more further down. Here's good. Obviously not gonna drop it on that house. Actually, no, I'm gonna drop it on this house. But not directly on that house. I'm gonna spawn it so that we can form and get stronger. And when it's fully formed, then I'll bring it over to that house, sit it on top of that house, and then you can see the kind of construction it can do. Also, yeah, whenever nighttime hits, the time goes by. for the next location, I'm gonna swap over to Corwan. Wait, no, this is Corwan. I meant Byron. Byron is the other small town that we spawned at a bit ago. Oh, there's a storm system over there. And I think yep, that's definitely dropping a tornado. You know, it's funny that in here, not only am I a tornado and I'm able to spawn literally everywhere and anywhere. Well, not everywhere, there are map limits that I can't pass, but almost everywhere. Anyways, here is a storm system as I was telling you about. And there it is, the funnel cloud. And it's taking a while to drop, unlike my tornado. There we go. And, this is a bit of a wider range. So, I'm gonna spawn over here and use the houses over here. A bit of a ways away. And then I'm gonna get closer and closer to this house right here. And then when I get to it, I'm just gonna sit right on top of it and let the destruction happen. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and get a slice of cake real quick. So just give me a second. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry that took me a bit. And I am back to this. Gonna correct my piece of cake real quick. My new piece. Anyways, I'm here. Time for the tornado. I'm gonna start off by spawning it, and this one's gonna be really thick, so I might have to spawn it a bit more ways away. Wow. The same time my tornado rose, that tornado rose. And that's not even me. That's something completely different. Next stop for the last category, EF5, is Wakota, the big city, which is called a worst case scenario. And this is actually inaccurate. The color for EF5 is actually purple. It goes gray. For EF0, it goes gray. From EF0, it goes gray, green, yellowish green, yellow, light orange. No, it goes purple, red, yellowish green, yellow, yellowish green, green, gray. Where the hell is Wakota? Gotta be around here somewhere. Is this thing actively moving? No, it's just a stationary prop. There isn't even any drivers, it's just empty. Which is kind of understandable if they're not being used. Here is Wakota. Took me a bit to get to. gonna start over here with these smaller homes over here. And I'm just gonna destroy this entire area first. I'm gonna mute the speakers. Wait, no. That's not wrong one. I'm gonna mute the speakers. And I'm just gonna change it to here. I'm gonna destroy the thing real quick, and when I'm done, I'm gonna show you what it looks like afterwards. Just give me a second, it's not gonna take me that long. Yeah, it's certainly gonna be fun for me. You already saw that little sneak peek of what the tornado could do. Ah, damn alarm, shut up. Anyways, you already saw a sneak peek of what the tornado could do when I was taking out the siren, because it's really fucking annoying. And here it is. My tornado has formed. It is a true wedge. And now, I'm gonna destroy every home I see. And show you the destruction afterwards. Oh, this first house is completely done. And this next house, and I'm not even directly on top of it. This is catastrophic. Wow. Oh, also has a rear flank downdraft? Damn. Also, I wish there was an additional feature with Feel the Power, to where if you've ever seen Into the Storm, the last tornado in the film is an extremely large 300 mile per hour wind tornado. I wish they added a little thing to add that tornado in here. And the way it shows it is exactly how it is in the film. One extremely large wedge tornado pitted against a wide but not quite wedge tornado, and they merge, creating the final tornado. Yeah. I am wiping this city off the map. I'm straight wiping it off the map. It is gone. This thing is a goner. Okay, the gas station blew up. Alright. Yeah, this gas station is fucked. It's straight trash. Oh, I am destroying these tall buildings. They are getting ruined. Holy. Wow, there is so much debris. There's just so much debris. Just holy crap. There is an absolutely excessive amount of debris. I'm hearing Windows break 24/7. Oh, that was a power flash. It is derooting. It is pulling trees from their roots. This thing is powerful. I'm in shock at how much destruction this tornado is causing. Look at my points. 17,300 and counting. Now 17,400. Now 500. 600. 700. Holy shit, this is a lot. 900. This game cannot register the points I'm getting. This is definitely a worst case scenario. Seriously, they would straight build a new city immediately. Because I am wiping this city and its small suburb areas off the map. Seriously, there's nothing left. An 18-wheeler? I'm forcing an 18-wheeler off the road. I'm sorry if it's taking a while. Its tornado was just really slow. But it makes up for it in destruction. This is destroying everything. It's hard to even visualize destruction like this if you didn't see it firsthand. There's a bit of houses left over. How did I miss these? Well, this city is pretty big, so it would be pretty easy to miss something. now the tornado is finishing. Before I turn the stream back on, I'm gonna show you. Before I turn the stream back on, I'm gonna let it die down. And it's gonna take a bit since it's a really high category. So, yeah, just give it a bit. It'll go away soon. Just give it a moment. Wow, there's another large tornado right next to us. That's fun. Yeah. Oh, this is unreal. This is just wow. Just see for yourself. Look at this. All the debris everywhere. Every building flattened. The only thing that survived was these trees. That's it. Bits of these more powerful walls stayed intact, meaning some of these spots you could actually survive in EF5 if you had no other place to go. You could actually survive in the basement of one of these buildings. But if you're like in one of the smaller houses, like over here, I'm sorry, but like you're fucked. You're probably wondering what this texture on the ground is. It's supposed to mimic ground scouring, where a tornado is so powerful, it doesn't just suck up the surrounding buildings and turn it into debris. It also sucks up the dirt. Which is what the debris cloud below is usually made of. Just ripped up dirt. It's basically all it is. Ripped up dirt. Also, buddy, why are you here? This entire city has been wiped off the map. There's nothing for you, fellow tornado. Nothing for you. It has its own. Also, you see this here? Most of the time when a tornado does this, it means it's about to fizzle out. But if it goes back to straight, that tornado is gonna go ahead and do its thing. Anyways, this is a destruction an EF5 can do. It looks extremely unreal. But believe it or not, it is real. anyways, the destruction showcase for EF 0 to 5 is officially done. That means time for photography. So, exit. And just to let you know a little bit, photography mode did get a little bit of an overhaul. Also, a little note to you, always start, if you're looking to like make money fast, and in order to unlock all upgrades fast so you can make money fast, spawn with 10,000 to start out. Like, it's sort of like a government funding system, where you're wanting to be funded by the government, and you get to choose how much money they give you. They either deny your claim, or you just say, I don't need funding, I'm fine, I can make money on my own. Or, the government accepts your request for funding, and they either give you $500, $1,000, or $10,000. $10,000 is enough to unlock every upgrade and tier to an upgrade. So, yeah, this definitely a good starting point if you're new, so you can unlock every upgrade and understand how they work. Also, your spawning area is different. Instead of you spawning outside of your house, and you're like skipping, and your sleeping area thing is at the door, that's not how this works this time. Every single building, to my knowledge, has an interior. Which means there are tons of tiny little furniture bits per building. That didn't used to be in the game pre 0.9. Now it is. And now I'm going to show you that little music thing that fit perfectly with this game. It wasn't really made for this game, but it fits so perfectly, it might as well be. Also, I'm gonna start with the ones that are straight 100s. So, battery, reflectivity, probes, and photo storage. And I'm gonna do a special clicking technique, because there's a lot of photo storage. And each one of those is one photo you can take each time you go out. So now I can take a maximum of 980 photos. Now it's time for these. Wind gauge. Yeah, now I'm left with 3250. That's not enough to get yourself enough for a second life if you end up dying. So, yeah, I don't recommend driving straight into a tornado. It's a really bad idea. Storms are already forming. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get over there in case a tornado forms in there, because that's right to the edge of the map, and I'm not sure which way the wind's blowing. Oh, it's blowing this way. The wind's blowing west. Hold up. The west blowing. Is it just for this storm, or is it for every one of these spots? I think it's for every one. Hold up. You'll know it when you hear it. Not bad. That's actually very good for storing things. I mean, it's a really good story. Where the hell is this tornado drop? I need photos of this battery. Still rotating, so the rotation hasn't stopped. that tornado category thing. Don't know the tornado category right off the bat.
The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Wacota County. Take cover now. Move into an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid the windows.
It's power to come try and take it.
All screens on everything. That's nice. Another tornado way over there. Hi. Stupid one. That's enough photos, right? Alrighty, I'm back.
Between the line, let us taking hold, I won't surrender. The truth revealed, the nights of ember. We fight through fire and nights forever. Two souls once lost and now they remember.
There's a tornado dropping on core 1.
The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Corwin County. Take cover now. Move into an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows.
Constellations of blood pirouette, dancing through the graves of those who stand at my feet. Dreams of the Black Throne I keep on repeat. A derelict, a dark song.
Time to repair. Alrighty, yeah, that sounded out. Wow, this thing is really, really fast.
The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Wicota County. Take cover now. Move into an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows.
This storm is nowhere near Wacona. Shut up, alarm. So, based on the fact that it doesn't really say what category it is, I'm gonna assume that it's not a hunt. Dang it. Yeah, unfortunately, this game forces you to move positions every now and then for each photo, or each group of photos to take. Dang it. Focusing on the power line.
National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Corwin County. Take cover now. Move into an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. warning for. Byron County, take cover now. Move into an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows.
Not that house, but it is somewhere around here. Yes, it is. It's my house. Sorry about that. I was thinking of a funny Family Guy moment. Sorry about that. Anyways, that is that. Um. I'm not able to skip the time. This is the back. This is the back. That's not the right one. This is the right one. Alright. I was a bit confused. I was like, what? 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so. This is long enough. Alrighty. So, for right now, that's enough of this for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the, new clothing bit I just got. I'm not sure if it's a new shirt, some new bottoms, or, a new pair of shoes, but it should be something. I can't wait for level 10, because level 10 I'm able to recede some of the rust on my truck. Eventually I'm going to be able to unlock an SUV, which is going to be quite nice. I wonder what new upgrades come with the SUV. Is it the same upgrades as the truck, the pickup truck, or is it different upgrades? Oh well, I'll find out soon enough. Alrighty, it was a shirt. Was it also some bottoms? Nope. Alrighty, so the next level I am able to get the color green for my pickup truck. That's good. Anyways. That's all of Storm Chasers for right now. Now, until any of you have any game requests for me to play before I end the stream, feel free to do so. I do have some games installed locally on my computer, while others I only play exclusively on GeForce Now. So, if you have any game requests, speak now or forever hold your peace. Meaning, if you have any game requests, please say it in the comments or shut your mouth. Alrighty, and we got it. Alrighty. If you have any game requests, feel free to let me know and I'll go ahead and do them. Oh, also, wait, no. No, I'm not gonna tell you about that. I already showed it to you before. I'm not gonna be able to publish the map at all on Fortnite because of the age rating thing, or the age limit thing. For some reason, you have to be 18 in order to post maps on Fortnite. Which is funny considering most of the maps on this game are straight brain rotted. And I just hate it. Why is this world addicted to brain rot now? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Seriously. It is straight annoying. Straight brain rot 24/7. It is annoying. I do not like it. Seriously. Anyways, no matter what you ask, I am not downloading. I'm sorry, Deceit 2? I don't remember getting Deceit 2. I do not remember getting... Oh, I'm looking in the wrong spot. I'm looking in free-to-play. No wonder why I thought... I don't remember getting Deceit 2. Because, I was looking in the wrong spot. Alrighty, you know what? You guys probably aren't gonna recommend any games. Since, you probably don't wanna watch me play just games endlessly on my birthday, which it's practically over. It's basically over. So, yeah. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this after the day it was streamed, thank you for watching my 16th birthday stream. I don't know why you're here. But if you're watching it, like, tomorrow or the day after because you missed it because you were busy with something, just go ahead and watch it and have fun. And if you are here right now, I'm sorry about all the long pauses and the long waiting times. I've been trying to cut down on wait times recently. It's not really that hefty, so yeah. Also, you remember a bit ago what I said about Dying Light the Beast? Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2 are both here on GeForce Now. And they've been on here for a while. It's also here. I expect that soon enough, the people here at NVIDIA will get a request from Techland saying, hey, we want the Beast on your platform. Could you please put it there? And most likely, GeForce Now is gonna put it on their app thing. And when they do, I am definitely gonna play it, and I am definitely gonna stream it, and I am definitely gonna enjoy it. Because from the videos of YouTubers playing, like, the tech demo, or whatever version of, the Beast, it looks amazing. And And one ability that I really like about Kyle Crane in the Beast, that's the main person you play as in the Beast, Kyle Crane. Which is the same character you play as in 1 and the following, but that's something else. Well, it's not something else, it's canon. It is actively canon, but that's like a DLC for Dying Light, so yeah, that's something else. But yeah, I consider it like the canon being Dying Light, Dying Light 2, Dying Light the Beast, and like a flashback to how Kyle Crane became like he is, the Beast that you see when he runs out of immunity. Dying Light the Following, I'd like to think of that as the flashback. Like, hi, you're probably wondering how I ended up like this. Well, instead of telling you how I ended up like this, how about you play it for yourself and get me like this? And that's what I like to think the following is. You're basically just playing Kyle Crane, and you're turning him into what he is today in The Beast. Thank God I got this version of Dying Light 2, aka Dying Light 2 Ultimate Edition, because if I didn't, I would be screwed. Also, why isn't the other versions of Dying Light 2 on here? Why only the Ultimate Edition? aka the Reloaded Edition. Oh, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Oh, also, PSPO. I will be streaming the new self-defense firearm update when it comes. So don't worry, I will be streaming it when the time comes. Do not worry. I will be streaming it. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you like watching the stream, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. And if you wanna join any of my future streams or have notifications for them, please subscribe and hit the noti bell. All personalized, doesn't really matter. I'd prefer if you hit all, so that way you'd get notifications for my videos / streams, but you do you. And anyways, thank you for watching, and